Lovey and Nilbert and their belief. It's just thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Really lifted my spirits when I saw that today.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Lovey and Nilbert and their belief. It's just thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Really lifted my spirits when I saw that today.
Oh, we had a
Yeah,
double
I got
touch.
it.
Lovey
I
and
got it.
Nilbert.
There you go. All right, we're ready to go.
Thank you.
So excited. Happy Monday, everybody. Let me see if I can turn my camera on. I might not. I'm just gonna keep admitting everybody, but I'm happy to be here with everybody. We have an incredible guest today who's gonna walk us through the new features of our 3 app. It's free. So if you're brand new on here today, make sure you guys have that app downloaded as we get started. So this can be learning alternatives. And
I
yeah, we're
mean, you don't
excited.
have to
All right.
go. I didn't think you'll
So,
just be on mine.
oops, is
How
that
do we do it?
me?
Just a second, guys.
I don't know. Try again, maybe.
There
Oh,
we
you're
go.
muted. You're muted, Adrian. Oops. We lost Adrian.
Oh my God, you can't hear me. I've been talking this whole time. I must have muted myself when I was muting others. Sorry. Okay. Kyle, thank you so much for being here. We're super excited to have you on to learn the new features of the app. I'm going to keep admitting people, but George, I think I'm going to have to turn that over to you. I'm going to make Kyle the host so that he can share his screen, and you're going to be in charge of your co-host. Okay?
Correct.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, everybody. Let me get to Kyle. Let me see. Awesome. This is being recorded. So if you have teammates who aren't able to jump on, this is going to be a very important call today for you moving forward with the app. If you don't have the app downloaded yet, make sure you do. And we'll go from there. Okay. Kyle, did you get that?
Yep, looks like I should be good on sharing out, so.
Okay, perfect. All right,
Awesome.
well, let's get started.
Let me go ahead. Oh, it looks
You
like I
should
had to
have it
send.
now, actually.
There we go. Okay, cool.
All right. Awesome.
Let me share off my phone screen. It takes just a second for it to connect over through AirPlay. Awesome. Okay. So this is going to be the 3 app. There's a lot in here, obviously, and we'll be able to go over quite a bit here for you guys today, but there's the main one of the bigger pieces of it, and one of the main pieces is just being able to share out content, be able to know what people are engaging with when you share it, being able to have notifications come in from the corporate side, and then there's a lot of new features that we have with this as well. So just to kind of get a base level for this, one of the things that I would say to do if you haven't used the app, or if it's been a long time since you've used the app, we'll just kind of start off at a base level spot where I would just make sure you guys have some just like 2 or 3 like important aspects to the app. So I would make sure when you come in here, if it's been again a while or it's the first time you've been on here, if you come over to the more section in the lower right hand corner where those ellipses are, you're going to see when I tap on that, I get a huge little look of what's all here. I'm going to actually just go ahead and tap on contacts. And you're going to see that I have all of my contacts loaded in. If you guys don't have your contacts added in, there's going to be an option in this middle section to be able to add those. And if you do have some contacts, but it's been a while since you've added them in, you're going to see this box with an arrow in the upper right-hand corner. If you tap on that, you can import your contacts from your device. I just recommend doing all of your contacts because you can separate them out into different types of buckets and funnels. But what you go ahead and do is just hit all contacts. It'll tell you all your contacts are imported. Sometimes on iPhones, it'll have you do a permission where it has you like go into your phone and just say yes, but it takes you exactly where it needs it to go. So it's a very simple process to be able to do that. Once you have all of your contacts in, you're going to see I can scroll through here and see all of my different contacts that I have. I can add them into different buckets that I have, like I have follow-up, store, VIP, I can create as many of these as I'd like to with my lists. I can add as many people into as many of those lists as I want to as well. And again, the reason this is going to be really important is because when I send out this content, I'm going to be able to get information back to me to let me know who engaged with what, how much of it they've engaged with, how many times they've engaged with it. It's just, again, a really important part. And again, I know this is some of this might be base level for some of you, but for some people that haven't used it before, this is just a really good starting off point for what you guys would want to see. When it does come to sharing out content, you can come over into this main section here and you can see, like, if let's say we're going to do the Black Friday promotion that was running. If I come on here and I hit on share, I have the ability to share in quite a few different ways. I can share on social media. I can send to a contact. If I'm a team leader, I have the ability to send off to a team. I can copy a link to the clipboard, which gives me a non-trackable way to get it. So it just puts out my link out there. The cool thing with all of this, though, is that it's all attributed back to me. So when someone clicks on it, if it's a link that takes them to the 3 site and they actually go through with a purchase, I am going to get that credit back on my side because it has that attribution attached to this asset. So I'm just going to give you guys a really quick example where I'm just going to hit send to a contact. And I'm going to send this to my good friend JJ. And I'm just going to tap on his phone number. And you can see it's going to take me over to this side first where I'm going to have AI actually generate a message for me. So I'm going to hit on that refresh button that's in the lower right-hand corner. And then you can see it's going to create this message that's for JJ specifically, that's based around what's here with this asset. So it's going to pull information for it. It's going to create a very personalized message that's out there for him. And if I want, I can even compose it a little bit more using this AI composer button that's down here. If I tap on this, I can change out where, like, the audience is going to be, if this is going to be going to a friend, if I'm going to be really wanting him to talk about a promotion, and also kind of have this to be a little bit more selling, but I also want it to be a little bit shorter. I can do all of those different options that are there and then just hit next. And then you're going to see it's going to actually regenerate the message based off of what I had just told it, which is really, really cool. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and just hit copy. And then it's going to put me back over to this main page here where I can just hit next. And then you're going to see that it's going to take me to my message thread with JJ. It's going to have that message that's going to be here for it. It's going to have the link that's going to be attached on here. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit send. And once I hit send, that's going to go out to JJ directly. And once he clicks on it, I'm actually going to be able to get a notification saying that he did. So if I come over to my feed section, just in the middle section of the lower bar, and I tap on that, you're going to see that JJ did click that link and that he did visit that site. And I actually get the times that he did that. I'm over in Central Time, so showing at 9:39 for me, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to be able to know that JJ followed up with that later today, or, in 10 minutes if I want to. I can message JJ and be like, oh, cool, what did you think of all the Black Friday promotions? So it just gives me a way to be able to really kind of follow up and have that conversation naturally with all of the information that I'm going to need to know, that's going to make that conversation be really natural and powerful. And if, let's say, one other thing, like, let's say JJ comes back and taps on this 4, 5, 6 different times, I'm going to get a notification each time that he does that too. So I'm going to know if he's really, really interested in what I'm having to say. What we're going to do, just to make sure that you guys are going to get those notifications, and I'll go a little bit slow on this part so you guys can follow along. It does do this naturally when you guys download the app for the first time, but sometimes there is the ability for you to be able to turn this on and off, for those notifications. So I'm just going to show you guys where to go to check to make sure that those are turned on. You're going to see again, the lower right-hand corner where we have more. If I tap on that again, we're going to come over into the settings section. And once we're in settings, we're going to be about halfway down where it says feed and then notifications. If I tap on notifications, you're going to see that I have push notifications with that slider turned on to the right. So if I have that green slider, that means that it's good to go. On iPhones, it'll look like this. On Androids, it's very similar looking. It might not be green. I think it might just be like a regular looking slider. But that's just really imperative to make sure you have turned on so that you can get those push notifications when people are looking at your content. And then also it gives you the push notification for when 3 Corporate sends out notifications as well. But really powerful stuff that happens on that side. And a lot of what I'm showing on this section, because there are differences in terms of like a free and a pro subscription that's here. Everything I'm showing on this side is the free portion. There's a lot of really powerful stuff that comes on the pro subscription that I'll touch on for you guys as well. But I just wanted to give you kind of a baseline level of what the free aspect of it looks like. Um, with that as well, there's the ability to be able to share onto social media. If I want to do the same thing, I can hit share, and then I have the ability to share on social media. So if I tap on this, I'm going to be able to get the same messaging options. I'm just going to go ahead and just generate this one really fast, and have it come up with that message. Perfect. So then I'm going to hit next. And then you can see it's going to actually pull open my share sheet. This is just going to be my share sheet that's on my iPhone. It pulls open my most recent apps or what it thinks that I might want to have it go to. So I'm just going to go ahead and just look over for Facebook. We'll just tap on Facebook directly. And then you can see with this specific asset, I can share it to my feed. I can share it as a story if I'd like to. I can share it as a reel if I would like to. Or if I'm a group, if I'm in a group that I have posting abilities to do, I can post it into a group as well. I'm going to go ahead and just hit feed for this one. And then where you can see where it says say something about this, if I just tap on this section, I can actually paste that message that it had right up for me. And once it pastes that on there, I'm going to go ahead and just hit this post button. What I'm going to do, you guys will obviously not want to mess with this. I'm just going to make it so that it's only going to be something that I can see on my page. You guys will be able to just change keep yours normal. But I'm going to go ahead and just hit post. And you're going to see in just a second, it takes 1 second while I'm screen sharing to share onto Facebook, but you'll see that it says shared on Facebook, which is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done. And then what I'm going to do, because this is out there, I can actually come back over into Facebook. Apologies for what might be here. It could be a little bit weird. Facebook's always a little bit fun. But if I come onto my Facebook specifically, you're going to be able to see that I have that posted on here, that my information is going to be attached on here, and that the message that I wrote out here in the see more section is going to be exact. So it's really cool. I have all the abilities for everything that I want. And I have the ability to share this wherever I want. So if I want to do this on Instagram, I can do that. If I want to do this on TikTok, wherever it is that I want to share out my information, I'm able to do that. So again, this is something that's on just the regular base level of the app, which is really, really cool. It's something that you're not going to have to stress on. And again, it gives you a really powerful way just to be able to share out this information and have it all be attributed to you, which is really that powerful piece. Some of the new things that are here that you guys might not be as familiar with, which is really cool, is going to be in the more section. We're going to have over here with vaults and with site builder. These are some new features that are here. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with boards, but these are going to be some things that are going to be attached pretty similarly to boards, where if I come into vaults, I'm able to actually put in my own personalized content. I have my own personal content that's going to be here. There's some content that 3 specifically has on their side. And what this gives me the ability to is I have just some different videos and some different ways to be able to share out content. If I'm a team leader, if I'm part of a team, I'm able to get personalized content that's going to be here from my team. And then I'm able to share all this out as well and have that same kind of tracking and ability on it. And if I create my own vault and I invite someone over to it, it gives me the ability to be able to really kind of control who is able to get access to it, who's able to see my content. This is going to be something that is in that paid version, but it's really awesome. There's a lot of really solid benefits that come off of this because it's going to give you the ability to get content that's going to be from like a team leader, that's going to be able to be something that's a little bit more specific and maybe not as generalized as what is going to be on the corporate side. But there is still corporate content in here as well, which is awesome.
Hey, Kyle, would this be the
Yes, ma'am.
equivalent of like boards a little bit? Like if you were to put content together for your team, specifically it's like boards? Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly. And there's another really cool component of it with Site Builder. And I know Boards has this as well, but there is some really cool stuff that I always like to really kind of compare it to Linktree. I'm sure if you guys are on social media a lot, if you're going on Instagram or you're going on TikTok, you're going to see a link in bio all the time. And it's always going to take you to a Linktree that has multiple different aspects that you can click on. This is something that's very similar to that. And this is going to be tied in together with Boards, with the app on the back end side. And it's something that you don't have to pay an individual subscription for to Linktree. This just comes with the pro subscription for the app, which is awesome. So it saves you money on that side. Plus, you get access to all the other really cool stuff that comes with it. But if I hit on create site, I can kind of show you guys what this looks like. There's some templates that are already existing. I'm just going to go ahead and just use this template that exists already. And you can see that I can fully edit this template. I can come in here and I can change out the part that says your name and title. If I hit customize on the template, I can see there's like a headline that's going to be there for it with some information already filled out. I can come in and change the paragraph that tells them a little bit more about myself. And then the really powerful parts that's going to be here for it are going to be adding like a section or being able to have a specific button that is going to take them to maybe an asset that I'm a really big fan of. Or that's going to take them to maybe my Instagram, or that's going to take them to my Facebook group. I have the ability to create all of this, and I can have all of this be tied to me specifically, so that when I have this template created and I have this all completely done, I'm able to then share out the link that's attached on here. You can see I have the share button that's in the middle right at the top. Once I share this, I can actually just copy this link, and then I can put this onto social media as a link in bio. I can put this into Facebook. I can text this out to people. I can do really whatever I want with this link and then again, everything that's going to be on here is going to be all attached to me specifically. So it's something that I have personally created as a site for myself. Everything is going to be attributed back to me. It's all going to come back to me. If I want someone to text me, I have the ability to have my own phone number in here, my email in here. I can have, again, my Facebook that's going to be on here. They have a really cool aspect with having a lead capture, where if someone, just happens to click on here from Instagram or happens to click on here from TikTok, if they want some more information, they can just put in their name, email address, and phone number, or just their name and phone number, or name and email address. However you want that to be set up, you have the ability to create all of these different types of experiences for people off of these links. And the really cool thing with this is that you're not limited to just one. Linktree has it set up, and I think Boards has it set up the same way, where it's limited to maybe one or two different link structures that you can have. With this one, you can create as many as you want. So let's say you want to have a specific one that's going to be for Instagram. You want to have a specific one that's going to be there for TikTok, Facebook, etc. I can create one that's going to be for each of those different experiences, because my audience is going to be different on each of those. My audience on Facebook is going to be, probably people around my parents' age, people that are going to be, maybe not as like tech savvy, where if I'm on TikTok, that's going to be people that are going to be a little bit closer, maybe to my age or younger, that are going to be maybe looking for different types of products. And so that's going to be something where I'm able to have a lot more control about what kind of narrative that I'm putting out there. And because I have multiple different sections and multiple different sites that I can create off of this, it gives me the ability to really customize what it is that I'm sharing and be able to have this be a really powerful tool for me. And again, this is something that's going to be in that pro model, which is awesome. It just really, again, brings a lot of benefit that comes from it, and gives a lot of different power that comes from that as well.
Kyle, hey, real quick,
Yes,
I have a Linktree right now. So if I were to create multiple site builders and then put in my own content, then where do I find when you say create a site, like, can you walk me through taking that link and embedding it? Or just show me where to find the link? Okay. Yeah.
Once you have the site completed, you'll just tap on there, and then there's going to be this share button right here. If I tap on that icon, I can actually just copy this link that's going to be here. And then from this point, I have that copied onto my clipboard, so I can go into Instagram. It's been a long time since I've done this, so I think it's going to be over in here. And yeah, edit profile. And then from this side, I would just have this link side, add external link, paste that in, and then that's done. And then I have that link attached to my bio.
Thank you. So thanks for showing that.
You are very welcome. And then on Facebook, it's a similar experience. On TikTok, it's a pretty similar experience. You just have to kind of dig into it a little bit more. But it's a way that you're able to add that link to bio pretty easily and pretty effectively. So that you're able to have this live in multiple different spots. Again, if you have one for Instagram, you have one for Facebook, it gives you the ability to really kind of curate that content. With that, there are a few other few other pieces that are going to be there for the pro content as well, which is really awesome. I know you guys did see the AI portion. The AI portion I saw as a question that popped up on the chat. That one is going to be something that is part of the pro model. Sorry, I should have called that part out. If you don't have the AI model, you'll just have to write a message yourself or use an existing description that's already there from corporate. But that would be part of that pro model. And then also there is a keyboard feature, which is really nice. The keyboard feature also works for boards, or excuse me, for the vaults feature like boards does have. So if I turn on the keyboard, what I'm able to do is, let's say I'm texting, I can just actually show you guys exactly how this works. If I come over in here, I'm going to give full access to the keyboard, and that's just telling it so that it has access to my device. So I'm just going to turn this on really fast and give it that access. And if I come back over in here and text JJ specifically, I can tap on this globe icon, and you can see I have 3 international that's going to be down here. If I tap on this, it's going to actually pull open the app for me. It takes just a second to load up for the first time, but it's going to pull open all the different asset sections. It's going to pull open the board section for me as well. And then I don't actually have to come back into the app to share something out. I can just come over, and while I'm talking to someone independently, hit that globe icon, hit the 3 keyboard, and then I'm able to share out this content directly. So you can see I have, like, if I want to share out, Purify, I can do that. If I want to come over into the product use sites, I can do that as well. And then the second option that's going to be here right on this side, this is actually going to be the vault side, which is awesome. So I can see what I have access to for sharing, and then I can share out from this section as well. And then if I'm not sure, what the different icons are maybe actually attributing to, if I tap on the 3 logo right at the very top, it'll actually show me all the different asset section names that I'll know where I need to go a little bit faster.
Kyle, real quick, we've got some questions already coming
Yeah.
in. I'm pretty sure it's about the vaults. I know for me, like, we have our team website that we have like our 5-point recruiting system on. So would we be able to move content like that, customize content into the vault?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I already
Anything that
did,
you
by the
guys
way.
have.
I already
Oh,
did.
sorry, go ahead.
I can show it later.
Yeah. Shannon, what's your question?
I'm wondering on the shoot, your question took my question somewhere else.
Sorry.
It'll come back. Okay, I'll come back on if I can remember it.
All right, here's another question. Is the vaults trackable or the link Glennis, are you talking about?
Yes, from the vault, like he went straight to texting and using the keyboards. Will it still be trackable from there?
Yeah, anything that's in vaults will be trackable as well. Yep.
Okay, and then one more question we've got. Are we going to talk about mass texting? Is there a feature for mass texting? Could you upload like a CSV file, for example?
That's a really good question. There's not a mass texting option on our app currently. It is something that's been requested a few times. I know it's something that we're looking into, but at the moment we don't have that ability on the app right now.
Okay, thanks for answering that. I know that's one of the #1 asked questions.
Totally.
No, you guys just create your trackable links and then go and push them out through your other apps or whatever your platform you're using for your mass texting for your list.
I remembered, Kyle.
Yes, ma'am.
On my address book, when I put somebody into my contacts on my phone, when I go over to the app, I'll notice like I can't bring them up. So I'll re-download my contacts, and it doesn't seem to be fixing the issue for me. What else could I do?
So when you come over here, what I would recommend that you do, if it's been like a minute since you can see the last contact added date that's on here.
Yeah.
If you come over and just do a pull to refresh, it should just sync automatically with what's there. If it's still not pulling those ones through, I would just come over to this section again with that the square and the arrow. If you tap on that and then just hit all contacts one more time, any new contacts that are in here, once you do that pull to refresh, should show up on this section for you.
And that's not, I've done all that. What?
Okay, if that's still not happening,
You probably need to
there's
clear
actually
the
a
cookie.
sorry.
No, I just remember JJ went in and he went into more and he like showed me how to clear the cookies and then refresh the list.
Yep.
I think that's what
That's exactly what I was going to do. If you come over into the settings section, there's clear cache on the bottom. If you tap on that, it'll actually just log you out of the app and then log you back in and gives you like a fresh instance of everything that's there.
Okay, I'll try that. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that works. We did it in one of the trainings about a month ago. It works. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome.
Any other questions because about this? And I would like to show you what is going to happen, the way that's going to look like. Oh, Caroline, go ahead.
Yeah, I do have a question, Kyle. So
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes when I get a notification, I know who it is, and then
Uh-huh.
sometimes I get notifications where I don't know who it is.
Oh, interesting. How does that come over for you? Like, what does it say?
Hold on a second. Oh God. I
Yeah,
just had
it could be it could be that you send just the link, copy the link and send it because those are not trackable.
But even though, so when it opens, somebody opens it up, it still
Yeah, if you
notifies.
send just the link, there's a place where you copy the link and send it. When you send just the link is not trackable. I mean, it's not going to open it, but you don't know who it is.
Okay, that
It needs
makes
to say
sense.
trackable, and then also you need to have that contact added.
Yep.
So if you take and you just copy the link and you send it and it's non-trackable, it means you haven't actually specifically sent it to somebody. So you need to make sure you add the contact first.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that even when you copy, I
Uh-huh.
thought when you copy the link, you send it, it will never notify you, but apparently it does still.
It will, yeah.
Okay,
But it's just making sure it's in there. So sometimes it's annoying, like I'll be like at Starbucks or something
Yeah.
talking to somebody and like, oh, hey, let me send you a link. I have to make sure I add that because sometimes if I go in and just refresh, even if I've added their contact to my phone or my device, if I go in and refresh, it won't show. So I have to physically add it to my contacts in the 3 app.
Right.
Maylene, you have a question?
Yes,
I
thank you.
do.
Quick question. So Kyle, when I've got my notifications on my
Mhm.
phone in my text saying so and so, Mary has viewed image, video, et cetera, et cetera. If it just says Mary has viewed image, video conferencing, web conferencing, et cetera, it doesn't really tell me that she watched it though, right? I mean, all it's telling me is that she pulled it up. Is that correct?
That's correct. So on links, it'll work that way. If you send a video, like if I send off the About Us video, let me
Yeah.
just send this to, oh, I want to make sure I actually send this to JJ specifically. If I send this off, and sorry, it's going to stop my screen share for just 2 seconds because I just want to show you guys what this will look like.
led by us.
There we go. And if I come back over here, there we are. Okay, awesome. So if I come back over here, I was just controlling it because I have a Mac, so I can open up my text messages if JJ doesn't get there in time. But if I come back in and I can do a pull to refresh, you're gonna see that one, that he viewed the video, two, that he viewed the video, that the video was shared via text, and that it'll also show how much of it he watched. If you're not seeing that, it would definitely be something that I'd love to get a call out for, because that should be showing for anything that's marked on the main tools page as a video. It should always be pulling that portion of it through.
Okay, thank you, Kyle. You know what? I didn't realize I don't often check inside the app. I just get the text notification.
Gotcha.
So
the
that's
text notification ones, that one just sends you the initial, hey, this person viewed it. If you want the one that gives a little bit more of that drill down, that's where you'll want to come back into the app and look at that section in the feed.
Right. Okay, excellent. Thank you.
There's
very
another
welcome.
question there.
I have a
don't know who it
question.
is.
Well,
Well,
Charlotte.
Yeah. iPad 7, I'm sorry, just your name's not there. Go ahead.
This is Charlotte. I've got my hand raised. I have a question. I missed a little bit of the first part of this trying to get signed in. And is there a way, I have an iPhone and an iPad, is there a way to transfer my phone contacts into the app, or do I have to enter them all hand by hand?
There is a way for you to. If you come over into the More section in the lower right-hand corner and then hit on Contacts, you're going to see yours will be a little bit different with it being the first time. There should be something here that says Import Contacts. And then you'll just tap on Import Contacts and then just select all contacts. And then it'll import all of your contacts from your device onto your app for you.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll have to figure out how to get into this now because, like I say, I missed a little bit of what we were talking about when I first started. But I will figure that out, or I'll contact one of you. Thank you.
Sounds great.
It's Bobby. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I sent out the link on my Facebook. Someone never bought anything on 3. are they prompted to sign up for a $30 fee first before they can order?
No, no. If they click in customer, they never ask for money.
They're never asked for. They
No,
never.
that doesn't have to do anything with the app. No, they know. And now, if they click join, yes, they are going to ask to sign up fee.
Okay.
But if they are just buying, they're not going to ask for that.
Okay, that's great. All right.
Okay.
And then so that link that they're clicking on, that's mine. So then I would be notified and I would get credit for that, correct?
Correct. Yeah, because it's coming from your app.
You answered my question. Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect. And that's the advantage of using this tech, this app, is that everything is going straight back to your unique code, your
Yeah.
unique selling links, so that you're always getting credit.
Excellent.
So when you're creating content, you want to make sure that you're taking those links or whatever you're going to do, making it happen here, because then you're able to use trackable or non-trackable link. Either way, the trackable part is to let you know who's watched it, but it's tracking anyways, so you're going to get credit.
Right.
Okay, go ahead,
Right.
Shannon.
The contacts, Kyle, let's say I want to just clean up my mess of contacts.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of everything out of there and restart?
There is a way for you to, if you come over into the settings section. There's a few things on here just to give you forewarning about before you do it. There, you can come over to where you have hidden and delete, and you can tap on this side, and you can choose to add contacts to be hidden on here, which is what I would recommend that you do. Because if you do delete your contacts, it actually does remove a lot of the information from your feed, which you wouldn't want to see happen. So I would just come in and add your contacts that you would want to be hidden. Like, let's say my friend Alexis, I haven't talked to her in years, so I just wouldn't want to add them on. I can continue to add on as many as I want to that are going to be in this section.
Okay.
But that would be what I would recommend that you do instead of, you can delete all contacts, but it does affect all of the contacts on the device. And that would basically be a fresh start aspect on it.
Yeah. If you delete the whole app, does everybody pull out of there?
That does kind of. That's there is, because once what it does is it, not to get like too technical, but it stores some of the information for your contacts on your device.
Okay.
And it like pulls it through a little bit, but it doesn't fully like save them, like hard save onto the app until you've engaged with them. So anyone that you've sent as a set as a contact that you sent something to, they would remain there. But if you delete and reinstall, then it would just pull the ones that you've sent content to in the past, if that makes sense.
Got it. And I'm changing phones. There should be no issue if I change phones, right? It should all stay. Okay.
Where are the favorites? Remember we used to have favorites.
I just really send it to text. Favorites is not in the app. JJ is going to be talking to you, by the way, about that.
Okay, sounds good. There is a way that you can kind of create lists that help with that a little bit, where you can come in and add different people to different lists and create that list name that's on here. So if I wanted to, I could just call it favorites.
No, this is not I'm talking about the favorite when you access the app. Always there was a favorite tab there. It's gone. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk with him on that
That's
one. Yeah.
what you're talking. No favorites and calls. Okay.
Gotcha.
Sky, what's your question, Sky?
Thank you. I have the free app and I have the pro app, and I really only use the pro app. How do if I was to take the free app off of my phone, is that going to delete all my contacts?
So do you have like two separate logins, or? Because it's all on the one app, and when you have the pro upgrade, you just have access to different things. Like, let's say that you were in the free version and you were to tap on Pulse, it would prompt you to upgrade to the pro version of the app at that level. It should just be the one app that would be there, that you'd be able to have access to.
Yeah, I agree.
So it lets me go into my pro app, but it just keeps spinning and spinning when I hit the free app.
Okay.
And I take that off of my screen.
Yeah, you should be able to, as long as you have access to the pro one already and it works like it's showing on here, then you should just be able to take out that old other one that's on there, and it shouldn't cause any problems.
Okay, I just didn't want to take it off if it was going to erase all my contacts.
No, yeah, definitely, and it won't anything again. It'll have all your history that's on there, so you should be fine.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Awesome.
have
Carolina.
Caroline and Kimberly. Caroline first. Carolina.
Hi,
Carolina.
good morning. Thank you. I have an issue with adding new contacts into my app, even though I have deleted it, updated it, reloaded it. I am on the Pro and I still have issues importing into my app from my phone contacts. How
Okay.
can I get these resolved?
I think with this, it might be with this like one-off like this, it might be a little bit easier if you reach out to our support team. I'm not part of our support team, but I get anything that happens with you guys directly to me. So what you'll want to do is just come over into the more section and come over into settings. And you're going to see right underneath where it has shared this app, you have support. If you tap on that, there's going to be that report a problem button that's right here. If you tap on this, it'll actually automatically fill out a lot of the information that we're going to ask you guys for. So it'll tell you what the app name is, what iPhone you have, who you're like logged in as, and then you could just type in the problem that you're running across, and then that'll actually come over again. One, to our support team, but two, anytime that there is something that comes over to our support team, they'll tell you or they'll tell me about what's happening with it. And so, Caroline, if you just ask, also just like put my name on there, and just say Kyle just told me to reach out. They'll for sure make sure that I'm tied into this and make sure we get taken care of for you.
Absolutely love the information, Kyle. Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome. Thank
Okay,
you.
Kimberly, you still have a question? Kimberly
Yes.
Star.
Yes. So thank you. I just wanted somebody else had a question, but it was already answered. But as far as those favorites go, can we get those favorites back? Did you already answer yes?
I think we just sent that request in.
Yeah,
we'll
we
probably have
just
to wait a
answered.
minute to get a hold of JJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome, though. All right, Nicole, you have a question? Go ahead.
Kyle, can you?
Nicole, you want to unmute yourself?
Nicole.
I guess not. Okay, go ahead, Glennis.
I'm sorry. Can you tell me again, where is it that we find how much of the video they watched?
Yeah, that's a good question. You'll see it in the alerts section right here. If I tap on that, you'll see it right underneath this section. So you'll see one where it was sent, how I sent it, and then when they viewed the information, you'll see that populate through in the feed section, which is right underneath alerts.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Nicole,
Well,
are you still
Kyle,
there?
this has been amazing. We're at the half hour. We're a little over that. I'll take one more question, maybe two. Does anyone have any more questions for Kyle while we're on here? Go ahead, Kimberly.
Okay. Bobby has a question about using this app. Wait, hold on. Using the app. That's not the professional one, sending it out to, wait, I can't even read this message. I am so sorry. Bobby, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Can we post our link without using the professional app? Probably the paid app, I think he means.
Yeah, you can. Anything in here you can still share out and post this. So all these options are still available for you to be able to share out the content without having to be part of the Pro app.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Definitely.
I know I've asked a zillion questions, but I just have to throw it in there. You guys, it's so worth it for the $10. I know you got to get in there and use it, but it's literally crazy not to have all these benefits. You just need to use it.
Yeah, and you guys will get more familiar as you go as well. One more question, Kyle. She says she's not able to unmute for some reason, but how can we clean up the My Tools and take away old videos?
Good question. Oh, you know what? I do have one. Awesome. There is, if you come into the tool, the asset that you want to remove and just tap directly on it, you're going to see the edit button in the upper right-hand corner. If I tap on that edit button, one of my options, it takes just a second to load. One of my options, though, is going to be at the very bottom where I can hit delete the image, or maybe delete video or delete website, whatever of the options it is that you uploaded. If I hit delete, it'll just give me that warning saying that it can't be undone. I would just hit delete. and then it'll take it straight out of there. And then I would just be able to manage my content that way. I can't do it like a bulk level, but if I individually do it, it takes just a couple of seconds to be able to update that one specific piece.
Awesome. Go ahead, Shannon. You have one more question?
In my media, is that where you're talking about getting rid of your stuff, like the delete button for like anything like YouTube videos? Okay.
Yeah, anything that's older that's in that section.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, Kyle, that was so awesome. I really appreciate you. You went through that fast and furious. I know we've got a couple people wondering about the replay. I've already put the YouTube link is in the chat. You can copy that. It's on Legacy Makers team on YouTube as well. The recording will go out later. Here's what I would say. I know there's a lot of new features. If you don't have the paid version yet, I definitely would get it. Just like Shannon said, I think it's worth it. And I just want you guys to remember 3 things: that like technology isn't replacing you, it's amplifying you. And so it doesn't take away like your authenticity, it's going to multiply it. So make sure you start using a lot of these tools and features. Still share your story, still share your heart, still share your energy. That's where the real business is at. It's about making your life more simple to connect. And if you can scroll, and I say this all the time, if you can scroll, you can build. You can build on social media. If you can send a text, post a photo, watch a story, hit a copy and paste, you already have everything you need to succeed, right? So this tool is only amplifying that. And again, don't worry about perfection. We always say this: go out there, make a mess, we'll help you clean it up. It's not about perfection, it's about being consistent. And you guys ought to be sharing at least 2 to 4 touch points per week. I would say 2 per day, 5 days a week if you can on social media. I know I'm not perfect at that, but it's really important that you start remembering that we're constantly needing to push out at least 3 to 5 touch points of marketing, whether it's through your list, your personal phone calls, you guys are doing social media, whichever platform you want to focus on, you're already halfway there, right? You just haven't realized how capable you already are about making sure that this content goes out more consistently, because your future customers, they're online right now. A lot of them, they're on social media. So don't let fear like keep you invisible. Make sure you're just like being yourself and you're out there, you're getting out there. Technology is really the bridge to the people you're meant to serve. And again, I know we're building $1 billion giant right here. And a lot of you guys, you know, you're like budding 6 and 7 figure earners. And I'm so excited for you. You have not even contacted or met the people that are going to take your business to that level, to those amounts of volume. So it's important that you keep doing that. Again, we're here to help people be happier and healthier. That's true. But this isn't trendy. It's about you being discoverable. It's about people being able to find you. So just remember, you don't have to be perfect, but you are required to be present. Okay. You are required to be present in your business. Only you can do it, right? You can take a horse to water. You can't make him drink. So make sure you guys start utilizing a lot of these features. Go in and play around with them. Don't ask me how it works until you've tried. And I would say that to every single person on here. Go in there and just make it happen. Okay.
I have a comment.
Really quick.
Very quick a comment, and I wish we could have had more time to do that. One of the things on the boards, we are going to have all the Legacy Makers trainers. I already set it up. I wanted to show it, but we don't have the time anymore. But anyway, the cool thing is that you can access all the training step by step. You don't have to do it just in our legacymaker.com, but you can do it also in boards. And it's very cool. Probably we have to do another training where I can go into that, and also setting up your website.
Maybe we incorporate that on
cool.
Saturday onboarding.
Yeah, I have to go more into that because it's really powerful. I mean, the 2 new features are really powerful. The creating your site, you can do it use it in many ways, and also the boards. Okay.
George, this is Cindy. Happy birthday. We have a happy birthday to Marianne Dunkel, and she went 3-star 2 days ago. So very happy birthday.
And congratulations.
And 3-star.
Happy birthday, Marianne. Awesome. Great share. All right, you guys, we're at the 45-minute mark. And so I just don't want this recording to be that much longer. So I want to make sure that everyone can access it later. So thank you guys so much for being on today. Let's go out. Let's make it a great week. It's Monday. You have everything in you to build a great week. Go recruit 2 at a minimum. Recruit 2 this week. Bring on 2 new people in your organization. You need fresh people in your organization to build this and move it forward. All right, you guys, we love you. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Oh, Elizabeth Muna is going to be featured on Global Monday call tonight. Again. Don't miss it. And then tomorrow we're going to go over. And then tomorrow we're going to go over Black Friday follow-up. All right, make it a great day. We'll see you later. Thanks for being on. Thank you again, Kyle. Appreciate you so much. Have a great day.
Definitely. Thanks, guys.
Bye.